Good morning and welcome to part 2 of our kitchen renovation video. It is now January 21st, so it's been over a month since we've done anything for this kitchen renovation. First of all, I think today's video is going to be filmed over multiple days because I highly doubt you'll be able to get everything done that we have planned for today just because it's a lot. Okay, so if you haven't watched part 1, go watch part 1. That is where we took out this was a cabinet. That's when we had this taken out and the backsplash that was attached to the counter. We had this taken out and then we had this put in, which is our oven stove situation. This used to be just the range top and then a cabinet underneath. Now it's an entire stove and our oven used to be in here. So this is what we got going on in here. So there's nothing in there and we just emptied everything in there today so that it could get out. So basically what we're looking to have done today, hypothetically, if it goes as planned. See how this comes out more than the other cabinets? Like there's more depth to it. What we're gonna do is take this whole thing out and make it so that these cabinets and like all of this is flush against this so that it's all one length or whatever. To match up with the height as well, because these cabinets are higher, we're gonna put in some kind of shelf that runs like right here, so that we can put also like storage and stuff there. And then this is all going to be open space and this is where a countertop will continue to go, which will be really helpful. We'll be able to move over our microwave and toaster oven and we'll have more space to put like our like bottle sterilizer and all of like the drying racks for like the baby stuff. So that will definitely come in handy. It would be too expensive and we don't have the money for that, to put in all new cabinets. So we're keeping the cabinets as is. We are gonna paint them like a darker blue. You guys can see the darker blue color in our first video. So if you haven't seen that, go watch it. Anyway, that's the plan for today, is to get this taken out, pushed back, shelves put in. This is gonna be a big project. But yeah, all of this will go, all of that will go. The only thing that sucks about this whole kitchen renovation is like, I hate these linoleum floors and they're not getting done in this kitchen renovation we're doing. They're gonna be getting done like a long time from now, probably like a couple years from now, so I have to live with these floors. Anyway, I'm gonna go. They should be here very soon.
It's not moving. Okay, so it's somewhere. It's screwed or nailed somewhere where we can't see. That's the problem.
Looks like.
Hold on. I'm feeling like it's over here. I can't say.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Whoa.
So we're gonna put it. Just put it straight down.
There's nails.
No.
Oh,
it's so much
yay! Well, this is what it looks up close.
Crazy.
It is crazy. Like, this is gonna be like game changer for like countertop.
I don't know what to do with that. So much space.
Microwave and thing moved over here as long as the plugs reach, which I'm hoping they do. And then this can be drying rack and bottle drying rack. Update for right now. This, we just tested it, goes flush against that and it looks beautiful. And then the first shelf will go in. And then for everything on the bottom, I think they're gonna come back and do because it's already getting late.
It's late.
So this is probably, we're just gonna put like a tarp or something to hide this because this will probably be like this until they come back. That is all for today as far as our kitchen side of things. They're gonna come back and hang the cabinet and try to figure out the rest of the shelves that are gonna go below it, because they did so much today. All right, today is also gonna be filming for my painting day. What is going on behind the camera is insane. We're painting the living room right now. If you wanna see that video, go watch it. But today, so it's gonna be painting day and then my stepdad is going to be hanging the cabinet. I think that's all he's doing today. There's a possibility he's also doing the shelves today. I don't really fully know because I don't know if he has everything he needs for that, but the cabinet is at least getting hung today. and I'm very excited about that because we're having people over for the Super Bowl a week from today, and having a cabinet on the ground is like, you know, a little bit embarrassing, but if we can get the cabinet hung back up, that would be great. So I'm excited to get that cabinet up, but let me show you guys what it looks like right now. And he's gonna put it up there. Oh, and we also put a spice rack up. Cabinet is up. I think now we're working on the shelves. Right? All right, kitchen update. We're working on the cabinets to go here. You guys already saw that's up. We're working on this now. Update. So this is not attached to anything, but my stepdad put all this together with what used to be here, but he has to put in like plywood so that this becomes like a shelf, because otherwise it would fall through. So we'll have a little cabinet down there and then a shelf here. And then eventually when we get new countertops, it'll go across. And then eventually we'll also prime and paint here, but there's no point in doing that because this all has to get ripped up, all that backsplash. But yeah, this is up. We can put things in it. Nothing too heavy, but we can put things in it. And he'll come back and finish the job with this. Hopefully soon we'll be able to put in a countertop so that we have more countertop space. Okay, it is March 10th. This is our update. So this has officially been secured to the wall and to the other cabinet, so it's not gonna move. And then this was like a gaping hole before. So now we have, and same with this, now we have an actual shelf here, which we will eventually paint, just like with all the cabinets. When we get to painting them, this will be that deep blue cabinet in here already, but we're gonna clean this and put contact paper down, and then we have to get like the little magnet things, so to put here and here so that when it closes, it like actually closes. And then for right now, we have this two wooden boards like secured onto it with screws, because very soon we're going to be getting counters just here and right here. And then we will also be painting this eventually. Don't know if it'll be before or after the new counters come in. But yeah, we have storage space. So we're gonna get like little baskets. We have to organize this cabinet because I don't know if I showed you guys, but we started putting some things in here, but these storage containers just aren't gonna work for this area. Like they're just not the right size or anything. And then the other thing is my stepdad put in new trim. So if you can kind of tell, it's like a different wood than that. And it goes all the way there and then over there. And that will also be painted the blue. So you won't even be able to tell that it's different wood. That's a small update, but a pretty big update, I think, because it just keeps us one step closer to finishing this kitchen. Okay. So I have some updates. Today is March 18th. It's a Monday, and actually this is my company's like mental health day, this is the first year they're doing it, and it's like I honestly needed like an extra day off. So I'm glad that I have it. So it's gonna be a lot of home improvement stuff. The last thing you guys saw was contact paper I put in the kitchen, and then I also put in 2 plastic baskets, which I don't know if you guys saw. I think that's where I left off, and then I mentioned like, okay, next step is new countertops. So we're going to Home Depot to get a quote and like get some pricing of how much new countertops would be and like the installation like period of time and stuff like that, as well as like we need a new sink to be put in, all of that. Besides having to get new countertops, as you guys saw behind the stove area, I don't know if this was in part 1 or part 2, it might have been in part 1 only. Behind the backsplash that is like the same material as our countertop is like this really tiny little tile, and so Zach scraped that off, and when you scrape it, it like destroys the drywall. Where we have countertop still, we have to take off that like backsplash that's the same material that also has behind it those little tiles, and then have to scrape those off. We had to contact a contractor. We went on our town's Facebook page. We were like looking for recommendations to help us with this project, and Zach got off the phone with a guy today. He's gonna come by on Wednesday, which is 2 days from now, and basically like give us a quote, give us an idea of what we need to do, because some of it's gonna be electrical, which he says he works with an electrician. So like at least like he works with a guy, so we don't have to like schedule a separate electrician out from the contractor. So like that kind of takes the weight off of us, because we need to do some things with the outlets. We need to replace the drywall behind where the countertops are, and we also need that weird exhaust fan that we have the random hole in our kitchen for, which again, that might be in part 1. So if this is part 2, so if you haven't watched part 1, go back and watch it. It's in my house series. We're still gonna try to go to Home Depot today, but my stepdad said like, hey, like Home Depot usually takes like 1 or 2 weeks of you not having any countertops before they can put in the new ones. And at the end of the day, like someone whose whole business is putting in new countertops and like that's their whole livelihood is gonna do a better job than Home Depot, a box store. We don't really need that much countertop replaced because we're thinking of like not doing the island right right now. We're getting the final stage of this kitchen remodel started today. I'm so excited about it. It's gonna be a long time coming, especially like painting the cabinets. That's gonna take Zach quite a long time. But anyway, that's it for right now. We're gonna leave to go to Home Depot in a couple hours after we finish up the baby's room for today. I'll show you guys what we're looking at. So a few hours have passed and we were able to get 2 quotes, one from Home Depot and one from like a local family-owned business. The first one from Home Depot was the lowest quote we got. We're debating on if we want to shop around a little bit more because for the same exact countertop by the same exact brand, Home Depot is like $700-ish cheaper than the second quote we got from the family-owned business for the same exact countertop by the same brand, everything. Turns out the type of quartz we picked out is like on the higher end. Of course, we picked out high end. We priced it out with or without doing our island. With our island is basically double the price of if we do without. So for right now, we're not gonna do the island. We're gonna leave the island as the granite countertop it is. And it's just gonna be mismatched from the rest of our countertops. But we were able to take home a sample from the family-owned place that we got our quote from. And if they don't look crazy next to each other, I mean, they are different stones. So like there's a difference there. But right now we're just kind of like, okay, we're just gonna hold off on this and we'll come back to it when we are ready to do it. But it's not like, oh, we might as well just do it because we're doing the countertops, because it was like double the price to also do the island. So we are holding off on the island for right now. At Home Depot, their turnaround time, he said, you're looking at about a month or so. Weren't too keen on that timeline. And then we went to the family-owned place and they were like, if you ordered all this today, we could have it in a week from now. Start to finish, this whole thing done in a week. We were like, do we just go with the family-owned business that we know can get it done? They have good reviews. So we're like, okay, Home Depot is $700 cheaper, which is nothing to like scoff at. But it's, again, we're looking at about a month. So we're leaning towards paying the extra $700 to go with the family-owned business. Hopefully from here on out, I will have little updates and I'll just be able to have like montages of things getting done, but we'll see. Goodbye. Okay. Complete side note. Here is the quartz we went with. It's Everest by Viaterra. And then here's what our cabinet color is. So I feel like it complements the blue really well. So yeah, that's what it's gonna look like. Like that one. That one.
Yeah, I like that one because it's a bigger tile.
And I think that looks pretty good. Do you? Is it all right? This is the 3x12. 3x12.
Just curious to see the 4x.
Yeah.
Like, boom.
Let me just kind of. Because then I'm thinking, also that being said, these are going to be like stood up underneath the cabinet, so there's going to be shadow. It's not like it's going to be laid out flat like this.
But is that annoying that it's like kind of elongated like that? Like when you're taking...
You saw the last clips of our kitchen as it is. And we will be without countertops for 10 days. March 22nd, the new ones are being put in April 1st. On Monday the 25th, they're gonna come and measure for the countertops because the countertops have to be ripped off in order for them to measure. On the 1st is when they'll come in and install the new ones. And then after that, he'll come back and do our backsplash. So, all right, this is what we got going on now. All of our counters are gone, as you can see. We have new drywall behind here. We have to, this is so dusty. We're gonna have to clean this floor as well. We have this gaping hole in our backsplash. Like literally, what is that, a vent or something? That is our siding. Like that's the back of our siding, I'm pretty sure. So there's all kinds of breeze and like you can see like outside. We have to tarp this because it's gonna rain, and also like I can't just have a gaping hole leading to the outside in my house. So yeah, that's what's going on with this, but when he comes back in about a week and a half, he's going to insulate this and then he's gonna put the drywall up. But he put the new drywall here and like all around here. And then once we have the countertops in, he's going to finish this up and this will look all completely different. But this is how it's gonna look, aside from a tarp here for the next, yeah, like 10 days. 10 to 12 because we don't know what day he's coming back. Same with over here, countertop's gone. This was freestanding, this is now bolted to the wall. He's gonna patch that when he comes back. And then everything that was in those cabinets is just sitting on the floor, which we're gonna put a lot of the stuff in the garage because it's chemicals and we don't want the dog near it. This is the update. It got worser before it got better.
It got worse, guys.
So yeah, as you can see, we don't have a sink. So any dishes we have to do outside of our dishwasher, we have to do upstairs in our bathroom sink. This is just 10 days out of our lives. So it'll be fine.
It'll look really nice.
Yes. The other thing is we have to find a sink. We have to do that this weekend because we need the sink by Monday. Anyway, that's the update for right now. When we pick out our sink and our faucets, I'll give you guys that update on that. But oh, and we also changed our mind on what tile we're using. We're not doing the texture anymore. We're doing the flat.
Yeah, we saw.
Because
a contractor showed us a before and after, and he recently installed that textured style, and it looked terrible.
It looked uneven.
He's like, I did this properly, I did it even, but when you install it, it looks crooked.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it, I was like, it looked bad, and it bothered me, and I was like, dude, that's gonna bother the heck out of Tori.
So we're just gonna do the flat,
yeah.
And he seems to think it'll be good too, so.
Yeah, and he was very happy about the plan.
Yeah.
He liked the quartz finish, and he really liked
the blue. Yeah, it's gonna look good. Okay, you'll have to excuse any music playing in the background. My husband doesn't know how to just like play music like at a normal volume. It has to be on like full blast. I wanted to show you guys an update on our kitchen. Today we had the countertops installed. I don't think I actually got any clips of what our kitchen looks like because Zach also primed. He prepped and primed the cabinets, and all that's left for him to do is to like putty the cabinets to fill in the holes, and then he'll be ready to paint them. Reminder, we're doing them a dark blue, so this isn't really like a good idea of what the kitchen is, and also all the doors are off and our backsplash will be put in 2 days from now. Here's what the countertops look like. Ta-da! Look how Look how gorgeous. Zach didn't prep this yet. I don't know why, he said he wanted to do this last, so he's putting that off. But look how nice and sparkly and like pretty this quartz is. So yeah, this is quartz. Look how gorgeous. Now here's our stainless steel sink. It's not hooked up yet. Our faucet's not in yet. The plumber's coming tomorrow to hook up the sink and our faucet. All the doors are off because Zach is working on those in the garage, but all this is primed, so that's why like it all looks patchy. This is actually going to be white once he paints this, and then this backsplash is going to have white tile on it, and then all of the walls in here are going to be painted this color, which is the color that we have everywhere else. It's going to be this color. So this is just going to continue, but yeah. Plan is to still have all of that done before the baby. It is April 1st. It's April Fool's Day. 37 weeks on April 24th, which is like almost 3 weeks away flat. And 37 weeks right now is when they want to deliver me. So we have 3 weeks to get everything in here done. We'll see. Anyway. All right, faucet and sink is being hooked up today. Update on the kitchen. We now have our faucet in and it's all hooked up to the sink. Look how beautiful. Backsplash is gonna start coming in tomorrow. Zach finished priming the cabinet doors. The plumbers were here for 2 hours installing the like drain and like hooking up like the faucet, because nothing in this house is ever easy or normal. So naturally something went wrong, but they fixed it, thank God. That's why you hire professionals to do these things. Excited for it to be done, and it should be like 90% done by the end of this week. Okay, wanted to show you guys the update I had on the kitchen. This happened honestly 2 days ago, but things have just been crazy and very hectic, so I haven't had the chance to show you guys. Also, we had an earthquake this morning in New Jersey. We were literally like about to walk out the door with the dog. Like we were about to put her harness on and walk out the door when the whole house started shaking, and we thought the house was just falling down because like, of course that would happen to us. So I picked up the dog and we were right by the door and we just ran out. But no, it was an earthquake, and all of our neighbors were outside and they were like, did you feel that? So we checked the perimeter of the house. Foundation looks good, like no new cracks inside the house. It looks like everything is okay. But that was scary. Let me show you guys the kitchen. We have a tarp over the counter because Zach was still priming the rest of the cabinets, but again, the cabinets are not gonna be this color, they're gonna be a darker blue. The backsplash is in. There she is. So obviously, he hasn't replaced the outlets yet with the new GCFI outlets. I think that's what they're called. And the outlet covers, he's putting an outlet here because he's moving one that's like in here. I don't know why there's an outlet down there, but he's moving it up to here. And then he's gonna like spackle the sides. And then we're gonna paint these just like the same wall color that is. But anyway, he has to come and, oh, he has to grout this. So like where there's like any like little missing pieces up here or like where it's not connecting up here, he's gonna grout in between. He's gonna like basically just like finish it. And he's using white grout so it'll be nice and clean. Okay, it is April 9th, having the baby in about 2 weeks. Anyway, so thank God I have an update for you guys for the kitchen. First coat of paint is on the cabinets. The doors are off the cabinets. He hasn't painted those yet. Those are in the garage because they got drilled today for the new hardware. First coat of paint is on there, so it's still not like perfect, but the second coat of paint should lock everything in. But we have the backsplash fully in and grouted. We have the drywall patched up. All that has to be done is my husband just has to prime and paint in there. Obviously the countertops are in. We have a new outlet. We have a new sink. We have a new faucet. It's looking really good. This is the progress that we have so far. So we have the fan going because we have that drying, but here's what it looks like. If you can remember, there was a hole here. There is no longer a hole. We do have to sand it, but no longer a hole. And then we ignore all of the stuff that was in our cabinets now just on the floor, but this is gonna be white. Now, there's only one coat on this, that's why it's still, you can see the wood grain, but that'll be white. And then we have the doors that'll be white. Here's what our cabinets look like so far. I mean, look at this backsplash. Guys, are we remembering the beginning of this video or the beginning of part 1? How crazy. Like, this is nuts. So, second coats and all of the cabinet doors will be put on. And then my husband is going to paint this, continuing in here and there. Obviously here. Look at how good this looks. Do we remember the hole here and what this backsplash looked like for the longest time? Like, this just looks like a normal house. Like, this is just tile. And our beautiful countertop. And our new sink and new faucet. And our new outlets that are GCFI or whatever they are coated. Like, are we kidding? Look at this. It looks so good. I think the next time I check in will be when we have the cabinet doors put back on, and maybe when we've put the new handles on, we'll see. It's all coming together, and I'm so excited to have an update for you guys. So, see you then. Okay, so the time has finally come. Today is April 20th, and our kitchen is done. So, of course, there are other improvements and upgrades we do want to eventually make, like the floor and a new light fixture. But besides that, we're done. We've arrived. It's time to finally show you guys. I think I started this video in January and I thought it was gonna be done by March. So a lot has happened and I'm excited to show you guys. So I'm gonna enter through the dining room. So here's the dining room. Nothing has changed in here outside of painting, but you guys saw that in an earlier video where we painted. Let's pan to the left. And here's the kitchen. So first improvement we did, we painted this island white. Before it was just a light wood. This is the same countertop. And then, you know, garbage can, recycling can, which is new. And then here's your first look at the blue cabinets. So we have our little coffee station right here and our cabinets with new hardware, new countertops. There's the cabinets, continued. Okay, and then back this way, so we also replaced all of the handles on the hardware on our island and on the cabinets as well. So this is all white, and we have brand new hardware. And again, painted in here. Here's our stove. And then we have our backsplash. So you guys have seen this, but like this is just like one of the most major improvements we made. So here it is, panning this way. These are burp cloths and bibs. And then this is where the clean bottles and stuff will eventually go, but that's not set up yet. And then here we have the microwave and the toaster oven. This dishwasher is old, but we are using it until it gives out. So it still works. So this is not going to change out for a long time because dishwashers are really expensive. So here it is. This is the kitchen. That is our kitchen. I am literally getting induced in a few days. Thank you guys for watching. I can't believe that we're officially done with this kitchen. It looks so good. This is just like night and day from what it used to be. And we're now ready to have a baby. And subscribe because this baby is coming very soon.